Hey guys, what's up? Yokurama here. Today I'm here to bring you guys a video that comes only once a year. My top 10 best anime of the year 2013. I know that this is a video that a lot of people have been looking forward to, and I myself have been looking forward to making this. It was a very interesting year with a lot of good shows. Now, I can't say that I've watched everything, so I'm sorry if an anime that you might personally love that did not make on my list, there's a chance that I didn't see it. But I think I saw a decent amount of anime that some of you might agree with my list. Again, sorry for the mess in the background. I'm in the process of a move. As you can see, I'm almost done. There's no more anime shelf over there, so... But yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. Starting off with number 10. Now, it's an anime that I kind of ended up hating on a bit in some of the conversations that I had with my friends and just on Twitter, and some of you might be surprised that it's actually on my top 10. Now, that series I'm talking about is Dangan Ronpa, the animation. And yes, it wasn't the greatest series, but when I was making this top 10 list and just writing down random anime, which ones I should add to the list, one of the first ones that came to mind was Dangan Ronpa. And then when I was actually compiling the list, choosing what spot which anime is going to take, Dangan Ronpa just kept coming to mind. Now, this anime is about survival. It's about 15 students who are put into this elite school and they can't get out of it unless they pretty much win the trials. What happens is somebody has to kill another student in the school, and then there will be a trial where the students vote on who the killer is. Now, if the killer is not found out, he is set free and everybody else dies. But if he is found out, everybody survives and the killer is executed. Now, one of my favorite parts about this anime is the executions. The whole trials and gathering all the information before the trials, I wasn't the biggest fan of. It was kind of predictable most of the time, even though I did enjoy some bits. But my favorite thing, and probably the reason why this series made my top 10, was the actual executions of the characters. Now, they go into this weird CG mode. You guys know I'm not a big fan of CG, but it was just done so well. It was so unique. They were so memorable. It was such a great soundtrack in the back. That was so creepy. They just stuck in my mind, and I just had to give this series some sort of credit. So if you want to see something a bit different in this whole survival genre that's becoming very popular in these past recent years, I suggest checking out Dangan Ronpa, the animation. Number 9 is OreShura. Yes, this is a harem that made my top list. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of harem series, but this one just had the charm. The charm that I look for in an anime, and also the ending. The main male character actually sort of makes up his mind on what chick to go with, which makes me very happy. And the story itself was actually pretty interesting when it comes to a harem anime. A lot of the times they're very, very cliched with nothing new to the table, but this one brought some little quirks here and there that definitely gave it its own appeal. The story is pretty much about our main male character who hates love, and then this popular girl is introduced. Turns out that she hates love as well, but by stealing the main male's character's journal that he used to write in as a kid, growing up, with a lot of embarrassing moments, she ends up blackmailing him to become her fake boyfriend so that people would stop asking her out. And that's just the series. There's actually quite a bit of twists, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool girls. I pretty much had no problems with any girl except the little, goody two-shoes glasses girl. I'm never the fan of that one. But I even liked that tsundere character who turned out to be my favorite character in this series, and I'm usually not a fan of tsundere characters. So I don't know if this anime will have the same sort of charm for you as it did for me, but if you're a fan of harems, you'll love it. But if you gave up on harem genre, I'd suggest watching the first episode. Maybe it will catch your attention. So yeah, this one's all up to you guys. Number 8 is Suisei no Gargantia. This is another series that the genius Urobuchi Gen had a part of, but this one probably has the most mixed feeling compared to his other series that he's worked on in the past, and I don't really know why. I enjoyed this series throughout the whole thing. I know I did say I had a little problem with it back when the first episode just aired, because the first 10 minutes was just this crazy space battle with just explosions, and I wasn't really in that mood, and I was just like, oh, what's up with all these explosions? I want the story. But after that, I completely fell in love with the series and enjoyed it a lot. Most of the story takes place on Earth, but the thing is, people have left Earth a long time ago. But our main character is in the middle of a battle, and due to some circumstances, he is pretty much teleported all the way to Earth. And it turns out that there are humans on Earth, and they live on these connected ships, kind of like Legos, on the sea, since most of the planet is completely covered in water now. There's aliens involved and just a lot of stuff. I don't want to spoil anything. One of my favorite parts about it is that it has all those cliche episodes, like there's a beach episode in the middle of the series, but it's done so uniquely that I just loved it. And it has pretty much every genre to this series you can think of, because our main character was pretty much throughout his whole life just a pilot fighting these aliens. And now he's on Earth living amongst humans, and it's just awesome seeing all his reactions and figuring out what's going on and how to show emotions. So I think this is just a great series that a lot of people go hard on for some reason, but I personally enjoyed it, and it was one of my favorites of the year. Number 7 is Silver Spoon. Oh, how much I love Silver Spoon. I want to put this anime in the same genre as sports animes, but it's not a sports anime. It's about farming. That's pretty much what this story is about, farming. And a lot of people, just like when it comes to the sports genre, turn away from it before even checking it out, because they're like, oh, it's about basketball, it's about soccer, but in this case, it's about farming. And they just don't give it a chance and just completely miss out on an amazing experience full of great characters. Since this story is driven completely by characters and their interactions, while having quite a bit to do with farming, but it's not in a way where if you've never been interested in farming or know nothing about farming that you won't enjoy. No, they give you some pretty good information that in a way you will be like, I learned something new while watching this awesome series. So I'm not gonna go into any more synopsis because it really doesn't need it. Plus it's by the same creator as Full Metal Alchemist. How can it be bad? Seriously, just how? Let me know. So I can't recommend this one enough. Definitely check out Silver Spoon. It is amazing. Number 6 is Kotoura-san. Now, I know that a lot of people started by completely loving this series, and by the time the series ended, they just grew to hate it. And I haven't really even met that many people that ended up loving it throughout, but I personally enjoyed the whole series as a whole because, first off, I want to talk about the synopsis. It's pretty much about our main character lead, Kotoura-san, who as a child growing up could read minds, and by doing so, she ends up losing all her friends, breaking up her parents, causing her mother to hate her, and just living a very unhappy life until she meets Manabe, who accepts her for who she is. And that's just a brief synopsis. Now, this is a romantic comedy drama series, but it's very dark, that go into some dark issues. Now, a lot of people say that the series starts going downhill after half the series, and I do gotta say that yes, it does go downhill, but that does not make this series bad. It's just the first half of the series was just so good, and the quality just decreased, but it did not get bad. So don't listen to those people that say it's not worth checking out, because this anime has one of the most unique experiences that an anime can give you, emotion-wise, from 2013. So check it out. I definitely approve. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Yeah! Number 5! Yes, we're halfway through. Is Yowa Peda. Oh my gosh, I love sports anime so much, and Yowa Peda was my favorite sports anime of 2013. It's just so good! It's pretty much about an otaku that goes to high school and wants to join the anime club. But there is no anime club. He has to find members to make that anime club. But there's a thing about him. He rides his bike to Akibahara every week, which is 90 kilometers there and back. And by doing so, he has developed a very good skill at riding bicycles. And people start noticing that. And he gradually finds out that he loves bicycling, and there's all these races with bicycles. Yes, this is an anime about bicycles. I was never into bicycles. I like riding my bike. I had to ride my bike to school, but who knew that an anime about bicycles would be this good? I'm telling you, check this one out because it has some very awesome characters that you'll just completely fall in love with straight off the bat. And I'm telling you, this series will inspire you. Maybe it won't inspire you to go riding a bicycle, but after watching these characters live out their potential, personally, it just puts a smile on my face. So like I always say, if you're a sports anime fan, you will absolutely love Yowa Peda. But if you're not a sports anime fan, you will most likely like Yowa Peda as well. So those people that hate on sports but never checked out a sports anime, give it a shot. Thank you. Number 4 is Hatarku Maou-sama. And I gotta say, this was one of the funniest anime I've seen this year. It starts off all epic. They're in the demon world. The hero is fighting Satan himself. Satan is losing. His only choice is to escape, so he escapes to a different dimension, modern Japan. And that's where the comedy begins, because he has to live his life as a normal Japanese man. But of course, there's a lot of other stuff that happens, but that's just basically the gist of it without spoilers. And it's just so funny because its first episode is just full of so much laughs. Them reacting to Japan and how Japan is just priceless. I don't even want to spend time talking about it because I can't convey it as well as you just going and watching the first episode, because after the first episode, you're hooked. You'll be hooked, no doubt. Oh yeah, guys. We're down to the top 3. Now this is where it gets interesting. Number 3 is Kill la Kill. You guys knew I was gonna put Kill la Kill up there. Come on, you guys knew. I've said before that this series has a 50-50 fan base. You either love it or you completely hate it. Me personally, I just love this sort of stuff so much. It's so over the top when it comes to its action, even to its animation, which the animation is beautiful. It's done by Trigger. And this series is done by the people who made the god of over-the-top anime, Gurren Lagann. So take that how you like. The story is nothing crazy. It's nothing super deep. It's about a girl looking to avenge her father's death. So she goes to this school, and the school is dictated by the school council president that gives out these uniforms which have different skill levels that give the students quite a bit of power. But our main character, she finds her own uniform, which is alive. And I'm not gonna go any further than that because you need to experience this on your own. But I definitely recommend this one. So good, especially if you're into over-the-top action. You will love this. Number 2 is Samurai Flamenco. I don't know why I do that voice sometimes when I say that name. It just happens, guys. Oh my gosh, how I love Samurai Flamenco. I can't even express how much I love this series. It's a kick-ass Power Rangers type story. Pretty much our main character watched a lot of Power Rangers, a lot of Sentai Warrior as a kid, and he grows up wanting to become a superhero as well. So he becomes Samurai Flamenco and fights crime. But it's funny because he gets his ass handed to him so many times before he actually starts doing some good. That's where that whole kick-ass section comes in. But seriously, this series is also very over the top and is pretty much 100% corny. And they do it so well. Now I gotta say, when you go into this one, you have to go in with a completely just open mind, because this series changes directions multiple times, and there's people that aren't too happy about some of these changes that ended up dropping the series because of these changes. But I personally find them so awesome because you never know what to expect from this anime. Like, it could be doing one thing here and then like 2 episodes later, it could be a completely different type of series, which I'm just eating it up. I'm just eating this stuff up like hotcakes. Can't recommend this one enough, guys. I love it so much. If it sounds like something you might enjoy, then this one should be put on top of your priority list. And my number 1! Drum roll, please! Ouch. I'm not gonna say it. You guys know. You guys, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan. Alright, I said it. I said it, guys. I said it. You guys knew it was coming. You guys knew that this is going to be my number 1. You guys knew that because it's probably number 1 on most top 10 lists as well. This is freaking the anime of 2013. When people are gonna look back 10 years from now and think of 2013, they'll think of Attack on Titan. They're gonna be like, oh, that's when Attack on Titan started. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's good, guys. It's really good. I don't even know if I should do the synopsis because everybody's pretty much seen it. I haven't really talked to much people that have yet to watch Attack on Titan. But if you haven't, I'll give you the briefest synopsis ever. It's pretty much about humanity's despair. This anime will make you depressed at some points. It will make you lose hope. It's a story about a world of huge titans, 5, 10, 15 meter tall titans that just destroy humanity. So humanity, that they have to live behind these walls. They walled themselves in. There's 3 sets of walls, but a 50+ meter titan appears, makes a hole in the outer wall, and just destruction ensues. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel I could have been a hipster and like be like, Attack on Titan's not even that good. Yeah. So I'm gonna end that there, guys. I'm gonna end it right there with Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin taking my number 1 spot, because I personally think it rightfully deserves it. There's some haters of this series out there, like for every series, but I personally think it was very well done, very well adapted, has one of the most unique atmospheres in an anime, will make you sit at the edge. See, this is my seat. At the edge. That's the edge. Make you sit at the edge of the seat for most of the series. Check it out. So yeah, guys, that is my top 10 best anime of the year 2013. I gotta say again, check out all these animes that I've mentioned. All of them are worth at least a watch. They're all great series. That's why they've made my top list. So no matter which one you pick from this list, I feel that all of them deserve your attention. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what your top 10 of the year was. But yeah guys, make sure you like this video because it helps out a lot and I very much appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy these sort of videos. A bunch more top lists coming up this year in 2014. It's the start of a new year. Plans are rolling. Bunch more anime reviews coming up. So if you're into that kind of stuff, click the button. Why not? Now, I'm Yokurama, and baby, I'm out. Peace.